Welcome to the Network with No Name. I'm Eric Hamlin.
And I'm Connie Mudd. Our first news story is Super Luigi's brothers. Here we go, a famous quote used by the Italian plumber Mario and his brother Luigi. The duo has finally taken their separate ways. The new Mario Brothers game is, if it should be called, the Super Luigi Brothers with word bros crossed out. Very interesting, says Joey Salmon, a student at Chatfield. I'm truly okay with it. Mario has had a lot of games, says Joey. Mario was actually created in 1981, but Luigi was created in 1983, 2 years after I had seen Mario. Now on to you, Eric.
Well, in other news, the famed public forum debate team from our Heritage debate team, Andrew and Mark, are breaking up because Mark is graduating high school and moving on to college. This is a tragedy because they have won many events, including last meet's PF topic. This is sad for Mark, and he's definitely going to miss debating. He says he's going to do some debating in high school. Andrew was unable to respond because he might have been crying. In other news, Cramfest is coming up. Finals week has begun, and to help prepare freshmen for this intense week of testing, they are taking veteran link leaders who are now helping them study. Link leaders have been preparing for Cramfest almost all quarter. They have completed study guides for every major freshman class and brushed up on freshman materials such as the Odyssey, physical science, and lower-level world language classes to help students solidify understanding. At this point, I need all the help I can get, said Lorette Selleck's class of 17. Most freshmen had the same attitude and were eager to attend this massive study session. One of the link leaders stated, I'm pumped to get freshmen in the mindset of finals and get them the information they need because I remember how helpful it was for me when I was a freshman. I think this study session is really cool, a really cool thing. Plus, who can resist free food, says Sarah Grayson, class of 17. Hopefully, the last-minute cramming session is paying off as finals week is passing by. Now, more after this commercial interruption.
Are you not satisfied with your winter hat? Is it not keeping you warm? Have you been trying on hat after hat to try to find one that works? Well, we have a solution to your problem. Now introducing the face hat. It covers your entire face, keeping your whole head warm. Children are hungry, not getting the calzones that they need because they are too expensive. Lend a tater tot to a child in need in your local cafeteria, and you might be able to save a child from starvation. Help them today.
It's the time of the year for icy roads and traffic jams galore. Heritage is no exception, as approximately 1,700 students make the trek to school every day. On a windy two-lane road alongside large school buses. A major source of traffic is the four-way stop right before the main lot. This intersection in particular creates a long backup of cars in the morning, so be sure to wake up 5 minutes early to make it before the bell. A few tips to escaping the hordes of cars before and after school would be to park in the church parking lot or even utilize the spaces across the track field on Newberry Street. That's it for traffic. Thank you.
Welcome back to the Network with No Name, with sports.
First up, Coach Greibel. Fair or unfair? Recently, Coach Greibel was fired from his coaching career. Students immediately acted upon it. The board meeting is going to be held soon to see if he should coach or not. Do I think it's unfair that he got fired? Yeah, but our football needs to change its ways. Varsity cheerleader Tanner Tharp states. Complaints from students, teachers' complaints have always been away from Coach Greibel. A board meeting today after school Thursday will be held to see if he should keep coaching or not. Now on to you, Eric.
Thank you. Well, Heritage's Quidditch team is the only Quidditch team in all of the LPS district, and many of their players are thinking, why hasn't it started yet? In the previous years, it has been a fall or winter sport. But there is no Quidditch this year. This is because the coach, Mr. Andrew Fisher, the choir director, is also coaching rugby in the winter and fall. So it will now be a spring sport for all of you seekers and chasers and beaters out there. Also Harry Potter lovers. Now back to you, Connie.
Well, Unified season starts again. Unified season combines pace kids with a student partner. The student's job is to encourage the player while they're on the court and try to dribble, pass, and even shoot when they are ready. Tori Mudd, class of 16, who was on a Unified team last year, stated, "I want to do this again this year because it was such a blast last year, and once you meet with the athletes and make the connection you have it for all 4 years, and you just can't quit." The turnout for the Heritage students that want to meet their partners at the last meeting Tuesday was amazing. At least 40 kids showed up at Heritage. Unified combines friendship, sports, fun, and all of the event. Exclaimed Bud.
That sounds like fun. Now, on to archery. People all around the world don't like weapons. Many would prefer them banned, but there is a place where teens can show their love for weapons, especially bows. "This is so much fun. I would choose to use a bow every day," said Matt J. The shop has been open for 3 months and now has started a league for kids and adults to practice. "It's not about winning, but secretly it is," said Doug Herman, a member of Quick Draw Archery with his son Luke. The archery staff is made up of 6 people, and that's not a lot since they can hold 20 archers and their families at the range at one time. "The leagues are awesome, and they have 3D targets to shoot at, and even a zombie," said Sheldon Cruz. The leagues are 3D targets, classic, 2D targets, and recurve only leagues. "I love it. I would do it all the time," says Sheldon Cruz. The archery range is open all week long with a range of 40 feet, and closer targets for children or adults who can't hit the target at any other range. I just have to guess, but it works out," says Tim Gruff. Bonafide zombie hunter Matt quotes for the zombie target when he draws back. "We love our customers. I play jokes on one in particular, but he doesn't seem to care," says David, the counter and league manager. After asking many of the entire leagues, they loved it, and the scoring may be a little confusing, but you know the arrows will hit the targets. Well, that's all for sports. Now on to weather.
The forecast for today, Tuesday, December 17th, is mostly sunny with a high of 53 and a low of 24. Now, this is a very large span of temperatures, and we do live in Colorado, where the weather is very unpredictable. So I would say, dress in layers, everyone, because who knows what Mother Nature is going to have in store on this, so far, average Tuesday. Well, now you do! Here's the news first. The new things.
Awesome! Yay!
This is the world's greatest bookstore. Books so cheap you can get it for free.
You're so great. Hello, and welcome back to the Network with No Name. First up is a story about everyone in Heritage who is stressed for this finals week. I know for a fact that many finals have anywhere from 100 to 200 questions. Most of them multiple choice, but some of them including essays. Many people are stressed, including Luke, who is just stressed he couldn't even talk on the subject. Now, on to a lighter note, who's helping with this anxiety?
Link leaders are helping with this anxiety that brings beyond freshmen. I had to do it to help people learn, said Aubrey, class 15. Anxiety in freshmen is really big, especially during finals, because it's a test, and we don't do very good on tests. So, back to you, Eric.
Okay, thank you. Now, about a YouTuber of age 18, Patty Walters. "I started to get into music when I was about 5, said Patty. Patty sings on YouTube, and she's pretty good. Patty does many live shows and in his home in the country of England. I deal with hate by just smiling and have a positive attitude towards life and grow off it. Thank you. Now back to Connie."
Winter break excitement. There is nothing like waking up in the morning and knowing you have no responsibilities and don't have to wake up early for the next 2 weeks. Even though break goes by fast, it's still an amazing feeling to have that break from school, says Ryan Sabucci. The moment December comes, students like Sabucci dread the finals week, the weeks after. Winter break is not only a time to sleep and eat, but to also celebrate the New Year and Christmas. I love Christmas. It's my favorite holiday, and it gives me joy to know that no matter what throughout high school, I will always have to enjoy it. Says Joe Von Peterson. Now back to you, Eric.
I think that's all we have for today, folks. Now, as we say here at the Network with No Name, we have no name, so goodbye.